tonight to give Tony support in his campaign. You know, I'll keep it short, and I have one or two points I'd like to make. One of which is the changes that are facing our town. We are now at a crossroads in its development, and we are facing some real growing pains. Most of those growing pains have been imposed upon us by government. The province is mandating significant urbanization of our community, mandating increased density in all our communities. And yet with that, our development charters are not keeping pace with the costs. Services are being downloaded upon us, and we don't have the resources to meet them. And our infrastructure is aging, and we need more of it, and we need to improve what we've got. We have some problems in front of us, and we need experience. We need experienced councillors to fix these problems. Change is certainly going to happen. It's going to happen quickly. And our new council has to consist of experienced councillors like Tony Wong who know what they're about. At this election, it's not a matter of just voting for your friend, voting for the person that looks nice, that has the prettiest brochure. We cannot afford to have neophytes on council, no matter what their qualifications are. We have to have councillors who know what they're about and will be able to handle the changes in front of us. Now, I've known Tony for many, many years. In fact, when I was on council, we used to sit together, sit next to each other, and we shared many committees and many projects of mutual interest. And there's one thing I can tell you, believe you me, he is a hard worker. He has a work ethic and determination that this town needs. This town and the region needs people like Tony Wong. It needs Tony Wong. So I thank you all for your support. I thank you for bringing Tony Wong to us, and I thank you for helping us provide.
Hi, all friends of Tony Wong and honorable guests and ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to support Tony Wong for the regional councillor. It's not because I know him for 8 years. It's because he is worth to elect for. But as a director and the president of CICS for the last 6 years, I'm so lucky to meet a lot of people, a lot of government officials, and a lot of people in the community. So they give me a chance to talk to those people. So through those works, I found out that Tony Wong is worth to elect for because he has a very important ingredient being a politician. He has a very good heart. Now, people can make a lot of promise, but whether or not he can keep the promise and get the job done, and whether or not he's honest, okay, and that is very important. And I hope that just based on this one, I hope you all support him. So he just given a lot of commitment, 100% of his commitment to the community. So I'm asking the community people to give our 100% commitment to vote for Tony Wong. Thank you.
It's nice to see so many friends and supporters supporting Tony's bid for the regional councillor position. 大家好，各位来宾、各位朋友，大家好，晚上好，各位朋友、各位嘉賓，大家好。今晚好高興能夠喺呢度為Tony 一齊支持 Tony 籌款，我哋非常之開心。It's my distinct pleasure and honor to be able to speak a few words here at Tony's fundraiser. And I must say, I'm going to tell you that the Markham community is so lucky and so proud to have a person of Tony's caliber to return to Markham Council. When Tony was the MPP, I had the good fortune of appearing on the Chinese radio station after the first provincial budget. And the host of that radio station had asked me to choose a song to express my inner feeling of the premiere, and I've chosen a Chinese song called "My Heart Is Burning with Fire." 當阿 Tony 喺做省議員嘅時候咧，有個電台咧就叫我同一齊上一個節目，咁啊講關於嗰個財政預算嘅。咁咧佢叫我送一首歌俾省長，咁我咧就送咗一首《焚心似火》俾佢聽。And tonight I think I like to sum up with a song too. And I'm going to sing a song. Well, I don't sing as well as Ellie, but I'm going to sing a song that I think will reflect the feeling of the crowd who are here supporting Tony tonight. 今晚咧我都希望能夠送一首歌俾Tony。咁咧呢首歌咧我都希望係我哋大家在座嘅各位嘅心聲。咁我希望能夠送俾Tony。雖然我唱歌冇黃夫人唱得咁好啊，不過我就喺度咧送一首歌 ，and the song is that I picked is Only You. Only you can work a heart like you do and fill our town with hope. For only you, only you can make this change.
You can see that there's a representative from the Italian community, my brother Joe Virgilio. On behalf of all the Italians, they also support Tony. So 各位朋友，我哋今日咧唔係話一定要華人幫華人，而係話咧華人有好嘅材料，我哋一定要撐佢。Tony Wong，加油！
Here we are again, and it surely is most heartening to see so many of you here to support me once again. And this has been a long haul. Dear friends, I want to say that about 12 years ago, I started my political adventure. And of course, many of you were with me at that time, and I don't even want to name names because, many of you were here since day one, and I just am fearful that I may miss a couple of names. But it really is heartening because I know that you are here because you still believe in me. I want to say that this upcoming municipal election is a very important one because we need to deal with a number of extremely important issues in Markham, including transportation, environmental protection, public safety, and economic development. Markham is at a critical stage of growth, and it needs people with experience and knowledge. As a former member of the York Region Police Services Board, a former regional councillor, and a former member of provincial parliament, I do have that experience, and I hope I will be able to convince the Markham electors to elect me again as one of their regional councillors. I know this is not going to be easy because every election is a tough one. And time is limited, so let me just maybe take on a couple of issues. We know that Markham residents complain about gridlock every day, but in order to solve that problem, we need to do a number of things. Now, I know that HOV lanes have been quite successful, but we also need to put in place a number of other initiatives, including, for instance, how we can entice some of the employees to take public transit, and we need to work with employers to subsidize employees for public transit. We also need to deal with incentives such as traffic demand management. But above all, to me, there's no question that we must work with other municipalities to create a seamless, fully integrated transit network across the GTA. Doesn't really matter how strong and how hard we work in Markham and York region, but the reality is that residents in Markham goes out of the city to work, they eat out, they conduct their business, and they entertain themselves outside of Markham in places such as Toronto and Mississauga. Now, we know that this is not going to be an easy job, but with the implementation of GTTA, the Greater Toronto Transit Authority, that will be put in place by the province in a couple of months, this is the golden opportunity for us to do that. Another issue that is important to Chinese Canadians is public safety and security. Yes, I'm talking about crime prevention and keeping our homes, communities and schools safe. Of course, we need to give our police force enough resources, and we need to work with the fine men and women in York Regional Police, but there's much more than that. We need to work with our community. Remember, Neighborhood Watch Program, and I'm recommending that we also consider Road Watch Program as well. We need to work with a number of organizations, including youth, religious, and multicultural groups, so that we will make community policing work. Now, this is a tall order, but I'm sure that with the new council, and I see, of course, my good friends, Councillor Kelly Usman, Councillor Joe Virgilio, and another good friend, Councillor Norm Kelly from Toronto. Norm, please stand up and take a bow. I'm glad that you're here, Norm. Thank you.
You're number one, Tony, and I'm delighted to be here to support you.
Thank you very much. 各位嘉賓、各位朋友，今日真係其實好開心，都好感動咧。你哋有咁多人再次出嚟支持我呢一次嘅競選籌款，其實即係差唔多係由12年前開始咧，你哋好多朋友咧都係俾我無限嘅鼓勵同埋支持，咁係非常非常衷心咁感激你哋，因為過去嗰12年當然係有起有落啦，即係人生政治都一樣嘅。咁但係咧，你哋都係不離不棄咁一路支持我，咁我係覺得我非常之幸運。咁所以我覺得Markham 同埋 York Region 咧，未來呢幾年嘅發展同埋我哋要作出嘅決定咧，係相當之重要。咁我係非常之感激大家再一次支持我。但係咧，其實我咁多年來咧係有一個人咧非常之要衷心咁多謝，呢個咧就係我太太。Now, ladies and gentlemen, I must thank a wonderful woman who's been with me for 12 years, my beautiful, talented, and hardworking wife, Ellie. And I know how much she's put in, how much a big sacrifice that she's made in allowing me to serve the public, and I'm really extremely indebted to her. Ellie, thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Markham is a successful community. Success does not happen by accident. We need to do good planning, and good planning needs people with the appropriate knowledge and experience. I think I do have that knowledge and experience, so I hope on November 13th, I will be able to get the support of all Markham residents, and I know many of you are Markham residents, so please support me and get your friends and neighbors out to vote. I'm sure that on November 13th, we'll be able to celebrate together when I win and become one of your next regional councillors. Thank you so very much.
How's everyone doing? You know, I've always known that Tony Wong was a special person. But this is quite something in gold, Tony. This is very impressive here tonight. I'm here to just say hello and to lend my support to a great person in Tony Wong, and I know that's why you came here as well. and paid the money to have a great dinner here, to share some friendship with Tony and his supporters. And I have to tell you, I don't know about you, but I'm excited that Tony Wong is coming back to Markham Council. Are you excited about that? Tony has been a great friend to me. He's been a great supporter to me. And I have to tell you, when he was on Markham Council, we worked very well together. And he worked very well with other members of council to get great things done for Markham. And Tony started out as a regional councillor in Markham. He started out as a ward councillor, but that lasted 30 seconds. And then he was appointed as a regional councillor. And I have to tell you that during his time on Markham Council, he worked hard on everyone's behalf. He was a great representative for the Chinese community, but his work did not stop just with the Chinese community. He worked for everyone. And so I'm pleased here tonight to lend my support to Tony Wong, and I'll tell you why. During his time on Markham Council, Tony cared not just about growth, not just about transportation, but he cared about people. He was very instrumental in getting our no smoking bylaw passed in the town of Markham, because he knows the health risk associated with smoking in public places. And he launched a special campaign in the Chinese community, targeted to the Chinese community, to let them know how important this bylaw was. And you have Tony Wong to thank for that. He did a great job doing that. Tony also cared about making sure that we have affordable housing in Markham. And he chaired a task force, brought people together from the faith community, brought people from the building community, went and had public meetings to put together a report to Markham as to how we provide more affordable housing in the town of Markham. Because Tony recognizes, in order to have economic prosperity, we must attract businesses to Markham. But employees that work in those businesses also need decent accommodation in which to live. You can thank Tony Wong for his efforts on getting more affordable housing in Markham. He also did care about public transportation, and he worked hard at the region as well to ensure that a transit system that we used to run at the local level, which was outdated for the growth that was happening here, was transferred to the regional level so that we could get a regional transit system that went across the town of Markham, into Richmond Hill, into Vaughan, so it connected the communities within York Region. You can thank Tony Wong for his efforts on public transportation. And I know that there's been a lot said about changing jobs. Well, you know what? Who in this room hasn't changed their job in their lifetime? Is there anyone here that's always had the same job? Not you, Richard. Once you're a lawyer, you're always a lawyer because you can't do anything else. But I'm talking about real people, entrepreneurs, people that care about the community. And you know what? I'll speak the honest truth. I think Tony is going to be more valuable to us sitting on Markham Council, working for all of you, than he would be sitting in an office down at Queen's Park. He's going to get more done here as part of our team in Markham. And if I'm lucky enough to be the next mayor of Markham, and believe me, I'm working hard to be the next mayor of Markham. If I'm lucky enough to do that and I get the support of the people of Markham, let me tell you that every captain of a team would go out and try to get the best players on that team that he could get. Now, I didn't go to Tony Wong and say, Tony, would you come back? Because I thought he wanted to stay at Queen's Park, but I'll tell you something. when he made the phone call to me and said, Frank, I'm thinking of coming back to Markham, the first things I said was, welcome home, Tony. Welcome home to Markham. And so, as the captain of the team, I want to make sure that Tony Wong is part of my team on Markham Council, so that he's working with me, working with Joe Virgilio, working with Jack Heath, working with Alan Usman, and working for all of you. So despite that everything that's been said, I'm happy you're back, Tony, and you're going to be one of our regional councillors on November the 13th. Thank you very much, and Doce, ladies and gentlemen. One more? Big video? Yeah.
Guests and many good friends. Welcome to the fundraiser banquet for my husband Tony Wong, and thank you very much for your support and love. And right now I'm going to sing a victory song, a Mandarin victory song. It's called The Blue Sky and the Right Cloud. 蓝天白云，希望你们会喜欢，谢谢。蓝蓝的天，白白的云，蓝天白云好时光。大家手拉手，走向大自然，啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦。他的生命随心进入花，听那鸟叫聪明好语张开。好时光，大家手拉手，走向大自然，啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦，一起手中喜爱，我们心胸多愉快，我们心情多开朗。Many good friends. I hope this song is called a wedding. Will bring you a sweet, lovely memory of the past. Thank you. Like the sun, that's how I see us. On close my eyes, that I can see us. All the way, just like I do. I see the people. You don't say
家。其实我通常有一个很害怕的事情，还没有发生，就是恐怕有一天我太太在竞选是我的对手。There's always a fear in my heart that one day my wife will come in and has nothing to thank God.
Thank you, Tony. I'm going to sing a song for my husband right now. Okay. Would you go back to your seat and listen to the song especially dedicated to Tony Wong, and I do hope you work hard after you get elected. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. This song is called 如何对海鸥。像我是一个像海鸥这么勇敢而坚强，无论浪有多大，狂风巨浪，它能仍然站起来为我们大家服务，不用保护自己。一片片白茫茫遥远的云河，像我们朦胧的中游。我要随着微风漂浮云河，勇敢地走出那空虚寂寞。 係為我同埋巨星Jenny 多謝你，佢哋係義務幫我哋今日為我哋呢個音樂台出一分力，支持我先生黃志華競選，好多謝你 Ray 同埋我哋巨星嘅音響，俾啲鼓勵嘅掌聲俾你好唔好？謝謝 ，thank you。咁好多朋友好希望咧係聽到一首係今宵多珍重嘅歌，咁啱啱我師媽俾我聽，所以我最後呢一首歌為您帶來了今宵多珍重，希望大家朋友們喜歡，謝謝，謝謝 ，thank you， 謝謝。轻轻又不来声，我轻轻心一细雨儿的梦，我俩轻轻诉往情，轻轻句句话都有错。
Ladies and gentlemen, isn't Ellie great? Let's give her another round of applause. Dear friends, this concludes the program for tonight. I want to, on behalf of Ellie and my campaign committee, to thank each and every one of you once again, and really appreciate this. Thank you.